Alright, we're going to show everybody here at DeKalb EMS how to send a 12 lead to Parkview or Lutheran, run the test in the morning, send the test 12 lead and everything like that. First thing we do, obviously, is turn the monitor on. So, get the monitor on, we're going to hit 12 lead. Obviously, it's at default age is 40 years old. I'm going to hit EKG. It's going to tell me that noisy data, the leads are off. Make sure that the 4 lead big hub's plugged in. Got to hit 12 lead to accept it. Now it's going to acquire. All we're going to get is a normal 12 lead, and it's going to print out a normal 12 lead with a bunch of dash lines in it. As you can tell, they're screaming machines at 20 years old. Okay, this is a 12 lead like we get any patient we ever get. This is no different than if I was taking care of a patient right now running a normal 12 lead. Going down to Parkview. Alright, obviously it's blank, no big deal. Parkview's okay with that, that's what they want. So, then we gotta go options, and we're gonna name it. We gotta name it for the patient, so if we send anything, they need to know what it's gonna be. Best way to do it is DeKalb EMS, and for last name, in that first name test. That way when it prints out, it'll say DeKalb EMS test, so Parkview knows, or whoever gets this knows where it belongs. Obviously, if they get a blank 12 lead with a bunch of dashes, they're not real too concerned about it anyway. So, name's in there, everything's done. So this, now all we gotta do is hit transmit. Data's gonna come up. Don't worry about fax. Nobody does fax anymore. Old technology. We're going to send it, but what we need to do is we need to figure out what report we want. We're going to go down and highlight off a report, highlight 12 lead. Off of 12 lead, then we go down to site. We're going to send ours to either the test or Parkview. I believe the way Randy wants it originally is Parkview, because Parkview wants to know their stuff's working. So, 12 lead, going to Parkview, don't worry about prefix. Hit send. Obviously it's going to connect. If it doesn't connect in a matter of a few seconds, you need to look on the back of the modem, make sure someone plugged the black hub back in. It's transmit. It's going all the way up, 45%. It'll get to 99 and kind of sit there for a second. And then I think the machines talk back to one another once it's actually there and it spits out a strip. Parkview has their issue fixed at the moment. Alright, transmission complete. So, this is what we end up with. Just like that. Now I'm going to show you how to do this if this test patient's already in here so we don't have to waste this much of the paper. Not that I really care about that, but what's the point? So, the crew that comes in tomorrow comes in, now that I've put this in this monitor, all they're going to do is turn on the monitor. Like we normally do, it'll run its self-check, everything like that. We're going to do options, and we're going to go into archives, right? So we're going to go yes. And then we're going to send our data. We need to find our patient. Now, obviously, this is the top one because Steve and I just did this, but the other day I found the one in Auburn, like all the way down in here. So, DeKalb EMS, highlight that. We know that's her. All right, report. It's going to be the same stuff we just sent. Maybe if we have a real patient, you know, you got a couple more 12 leads, but they're take my 12 lead. I'm going to send this into the site this time so Parkview doesn't get it twice. But otherwise, you can change it to Parkview, highlight it, but we're going to send it to test site. Now, like that. Test. 12 leads going to the test site. There we go. It's going to do the same thing that we just did with the other one. It's going to connect. It's going to go all the way up. Doesn't necessarily stop for very long at 99 with this test site. Now that I said that, obviously it's going to. Most days it goes right to 100% on the test site. And that, folks, is how you send a test or a regular 12 lead using the LifePak 12 for DeKalb EMS.